That could potentially work, but then you're also kind of revealing that okay, this is going to be a Snapfire mid, and Neon.Atomic still with one more pick. They're like, all right, we could put something else against it in the mid lane if we don't want to put the sniper there. Because I feel Snapfire does beat the sniper in the 1v1. We'll go for the Slark. Okay.
That's the type of hero that you probably want, a hero that can go in and out pretty fast, start the fight, and immediately kind of put it on a stalemate with him jumping out. So that's quite nice. You have the Tusk if he's in the mid lane to rotate early on, get some kills, create space. Slark can lane okay against the Pango. Mirana actually doesn't like playing against the Slark, but it's pretty decent. This is how you want to play if you're Purple Paradox. You never want to completely commit unless you've gotten a Doom on a really, really good target.
Yeah, Slark is a good hero as well against the sniper in terms of team fight. Can always try to surprise, wrap around from the side, just build up essence shift stacks until you're really hard to deal with. You ulti up and sniper can only slow you down with shrapnel, but you still have a lot of mobility because you're technically invisible. So it is a pretty solid pickup here. Now we're just looking at potential mid bans on both sides. Leshrac, Queen of Pain, Lena's Embers. Embers actually banned. So Lena is still there. The Void Spirit, which we don't get to see too often. Storm Spirit.
I think Purple Paradox puts the Tusk in the mid lane here. Tusk lane with the Doom or with the Slark just isn't that good. Maybe you can put the Tusk off lane with a Force Answer and Doom in the mid lane. That's the only way, but I think it's most likely both the Doom and the Tusk being cores. Because I just don't see the Tusk laning with either the Slark or the Doom and it working out properly.
We'll see. Really is down to where the sniper's going. If the sniper is mid, maybe then they could play a Tusk as well. If it's a safe lane, maybe then they swap around. We'll see.
10 seconds to pick.
10 seconds on reserve time as well for Atomic, so gotta make their decision soon.
5 seconds. Hurry,
They have
hurry.
the Pango, they have the sniper. Atomic have played the sniper before as a carry. And Seri and JG both have played the Mars, so it does look like our Pango is 2 or 3, Mars is 2 or 3, and a safe lane sniper.
Both the Mars and the Pango deal well with the Slark. I think once they find out who's in the mid lane, they're going to be making their decision where to put the Pango, where to put the Mars. I would say Pango mid does make more sense because you want that level 6 earlier, and with the level 6 you can react to Tusk rotations quite nicely. Big thing though for Neon.Atomic, the 4-staff in this game pretty much counters everything that Purple Paradox has. So Mirana, Undying, and the Sniper, of course, they're most likely going to be getting those 4-staffs, plus you put in the concussive grenade there. It's going to be very tough to catch these heroes if they get to those early items.
So what do you go for Paradox here? If you know that your Slark is either against Pango or the Mars, are you still flexing this Tusk?
I think I still want to put the Tusk in the mid lane. I think it's the right approach, and then always rotate towards the sniper. If you find a good rune like a haste or something along those lines, and you always focus on him.
At least out of the heroes still remaining in the pool, you would have said that this Tusk would have been going mid. But it is going to be same A with the Tusk and Valky picking up the Lina for the mid lane. And that's going to be his first Lina game as well of this tournament. How do you think about the matchup here? He's going up against the Mars in mid.
I mean, Lina doesn't lose lanes, but then again, neither does the Mars. I think when they saw the Lina, they're like, okay, Pango can struggle in that lane, but the Mars will always get enough farm, so just send him there. The Lina can maybe try to rush a Falcon Blade, you know, get the blades of attack early and try to poke the Mars, but this is the thing, you will get a Bulwark at some point, and then Lina doesn't really pressure you as much as she should, so I'm not really the biggest fan of the Lina pick, I have to say. What I do like is that Tusk will be going into the sniper lane, so it is gonna be a core Tusk, and at least something. If he is laning with Moody, they can actually threaten the life of the sniper.
Yeah, they probably have to do a bit of a swap here because Fearless is the 4-player, but Doom Tusk, I'm not a fan of that lane against the sniper. I'd rather put the silencer there.
Especially not against the Undying, two
Yeah.
melee strength heroes. I think you and me were casting a game where we saw that quite recently, and it doesn't work out for obvious reasons.
Oh, yeah, that
so
one.
I'm hoping that Purple Paradox don't go for that one. Though on the other hand, you know, you go with the Doom, you eat the creeps, you just move to the side. The thing is, if you're in the jungle, you're not really threatening anyone, so Hated will just be focusing on the Tusk. So yeah, you have to get the Doom away from that lane, I think.
This is the time for Purple Paradox to shine as well because one map down, Neon.Atomic leading the series 1-0. We're able to get that one important point in terms of their standings in the group. This could be the 5th tie out of their 6 games or 6 series that they have played so far. If Neon.Atomic isn't able to close out a 2-0, if they do win this 2-0, that will be their first victory here at the BTS Pro Series, and that potentially could just push them all the way to tied 2nd place, or maybe even 3rd, because they do have a couple losses more than Purple Paradox does.
They are they definitely set themselves up for success with the draft. I think that Neon.Atomic have a pretty good one in this game. They have initiation, they have potential to rotate. They are lacking a little bit in the tower push department, but that's where the sniper comes in. Scadalicious tends to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, and that's what I like to see, a sniper who is active early on.
All right, well, we have our interesting chat already rolling in. The banter continues from game number 1. I
Yeah, but
still believe this is still in good spirits, obviously.
they are burying the hatchet, Panda. He said he wants to shake hands.
Yeah. One team is, but the other team isn't, so the hatchet's still there.
Yeah, but that's because Doom said something, and then he got slapped by his teammates. This is why you need to have friends. Like, no, we're not fighting these guys. We are gonna be having a nice conversation, a nice friendly battle, if you can put it that way. So Moody, he's working his hardest to bury the hatchet here, and I'm
Wow,
thinking
Harry.
he's gonna succeed.
You really have double standards. You were all in for the banter in game number 1. Now you're like, please stop, please stop. It's like, don't do it anymore.
In game number 1, because I'm helpless to help them bury the hatchet, so then I'm at least trying to show the guys at home the proper way to get into an argument, right? At least do it in the early stages of the game. Now, when we see that Moody is kind of holding back his friend, it's also a life lesson that we're giving back to the viewers. Like, if you can actually make a difference when it comes to trash talk, you should. You see, Panda, then
Yeah.
there's
A
no
good life
flip-flopping
lesson.
there.
If you bet money, you better win.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
Yeah, if you don't, just stop. Just don't do it. Atomic stacking up in mid, looking for the early ward, but KDB is already there to say hello. We got a question mark banner placed down here. It's like next level, you know, deny marker right there.
It's a question. Do you want to bury the
30
hatchet?
seconds to
Question mark. That's why it's there. Yeah. Either way, though, we might see some fights here on the runes. The thing is, though, both the Slark and the Sniper give that night vision, so it's very easy to dodge the fights. Good placement of the wards here from Neon.Atomic, right next to each other. So if one gets the ward, then you still have the other one.
Fearless and Seimei both stacking up in top. It does look like they're going to play a double strength lane after all against the Undying. Let's see if that ends up biting them up that arse, because we've already kind of discussed this through, that this is very favorable for the Undying.
Are you okay?
How do Purple Paradox pull out this lane, though? Time will tell.
Nice.
If you're Neon.Atomic right now, you're just focusing on the Tusk. You don't care about the Doom. You make sure that the Tusk has a bad time. Because especially level 1. Level 2, Tusk can get a snowball. Him and the Doom can run into the sniper and potentially get a kill. Level 1 shrapnel just doesn't protect you enough. So I think that's something that Hated is going to be doing here. Keeping the Tusk low, and then he can never really commit.
Yeah. He started off with headshot too, so wants to provide the poke. Seimei running around in trees is Hated. It's just he's a locked-on missile. Not gonna let this Tusk have a moment of chill.
And he'll connect the creep waves here if he can, though. Doom with the boots is gonna be annoying. This is the thing, against the Undying, you can't really play a normal lane, especially if you're two melee heroes. So you have to go for shenanigans like this.
He turns around, he's like, oh no, 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 no. Hated taking him for the other side. Are we gonna see a mid connection here? I think we are. Hated. He's gonna get the creeps in between. He's got 2 extra melee creeps to drag in towards the Lina. But Mars has himself a bit of a cut connection here.
Delicious is like, where are my creeps? What the hell is happening? Why can't I farm? The mid laners, though, are gonna be very happy.
Yeah. Seimei, 2 last hits. Scotty, 6 and 2 denies. And Fearless is just chilling around as Hated, making sure that these creeps do get either secured or denied. Mars is at 9 last hits. Where you make it 10 now with the bonk, and Valky's doing a good term too. Let's look at bottom quickly. Also very even in terms of CS. Moody, Lucify have been trading a couple hits here and there. Closing up on those level 3s as well.
It's gonna stay this way. Pango is not easy to kill as a
Sniper's
Slark.
career. Fearless. That's the gloves of haste gone.
Fearless found the ice armor. That changes things. That really does change things. Once they get level 2, if the sniper isn't level 3 just yet, it could be an opening for them. So let's see if the Doom can get there before the sniper does.
Yeah, Hated ain't gonna be able to deal enough damage here. And now that Seimei also has the armor, that means that the sniper doesn't feel too bad. Hated spamming down those decays. Nothing else is happening there. Very low mana pools on all the Lina, the Mars, the Undying, the Mirana. They're all kind of low on mana right now, just relying on right clicks. Moody will throw down the curse. He's being hunted by Lucify and Seri. Arrow is available, and he might just throw it onto Moody, but he wants to leave it for Seri. It's actually a creep. It's the range creep.
Yep.
The hero.
The real one. You know, out of all of these 10 heroes on the map, a range creep will be the one to kill the first one. So that's quite unfortunate there for Neon.Atomic. Lucify was trying to leave it for Seri, and in the end, just not gonna be good enough. For a second, I was like, okay, they're not hitting him, and he dies. Like, what the hell happened? Clicking on the Pango to see if there's an Orb of Venom, but no, it was actually the creep.
Was actually the creep, yeah. And, you know, the range creep, he used all of his resources for that kill. He took tower aggro first and denied himself to the tower like a pro player does. Slark in trouble, though. He's got the pounce, but it doesn't really do much here. They're going to turn around, even though KDB barely has any HP, but it's going to be more than enough damage for a kill. He's still juking around in the tree. Seri trying to find very nice moves. KDB! Beautiful!
Okay. Neon.Atomic just threw the laning phase on 2 parts of the map. Top lane, they dove as well, and it ended up badly for the sniper. So they were diving the Slark on the bottom lane. They were diving the Tusk on top. Both are very tanky heroes, especially the Slark. If you get a couple of hits off, and he did just that. He got a couple of Essence Shift stacks. He got his armor up real high, and then there was no chance of him to die. And at that point, Neon.Atomic were like, okay, we're all in. We're not getting out. Please try to get it, but not enough.
Pango making a quick poke on Moody. Moody with 4 more mangoes. He can continue to spam Arcane Curse on these 2. Slark is taking a massive lead with 2 assists that he got to be a part of. Keeping his life intact. 28 CS. Seri with a death and 16. They're diving mid though. They want JG. He's gonna get the Fairy Fire heal coming out, so the Mars will live. No kill for Valky. That did come with Fearless helping with the dive. There is a Lucify coming in from the back, though. They could kill him. Luna Blade is available, but where's your mana for it? Lina might just be dead here. Lucify, Star Storm, couple more right clicks, 200 HP, has a Fairy Fire. JG, 6 seconds for a spear. Not too long, not too far away. Arrow coming out as well, and it will lead into a kill, so the relentless hunt pays off.
That ice armor that the Doom gave him almost saved his life, because the initial right clicks of Neon.Atomic just weren't coming in, and even if they weren't really doing that much damage. But in the end, it does go out, and you have the spells necessary to finish off the Lina. A little bit of an overdive there, which will cause them a kill. Kind of the MO of this game. People are just diving and not really being able to pull out or even get the kills.
JG rotating for a kill. Fearless, he just stole the bounty rune. And Mars will pop haste. So this could look to be a dead Doom here, but instead they're going to look at Seimei. Arena down. Snowball comes out in time. He's going to roll out of the arena. Actually, he's still going to stay stuck inside. Frost armor just for a bit of extra flavor. Ain't going to save you with it. Spear is still available. He's going to toss the Doom all the way to Scotty Licious, and with the shrapnels, got the vision. Right click should be finishing him off, and Scotty Licious with the kill. He actually tanks the tower, takes a mean amount of damage, which he probably didn't want to take, but there's nobody to pressure him right now.
That was a good positioning of the shrapnels overall throughout the fight. Sometimes you just mess up with the shrapnel positioning, and it ends up not doing much. This time around, on both the Tusk and the Doom, it was actually perfect position. And then, despite the ice armor, which was definitely creating problems for Neon.Atomic, they do get both kills.
Big differences here in net worth. Tusk 21, Tango at 24. We have 3 cores at 3.2. Optimal farming pace for the Lina Slark, the sniper. Even if the Lina did get killed once right under her own tower, hasn't really stopped her. He's been doing a good job against the Mars.
And did a lot of damage to the tower.
Can
That's the
Scotty?
chip damage.
Yeah,
that can come into play.
I think they can dive him.
With the Undying being close, no. But the Sniper has too much armor. The Raid Band just gives way too much. You know, 14 armor under the tower. You don't do it. You just don't.
They are setting up in mid, though. Lucify needs one good arrow. JG could just drop the arena here. Gets stunned by the LSA. Hated comes from the other direction. And here comes Lucify. Arrow misses. TP is already kicking in. Both Moody and Fearless. Fearless actually cancels his. I'll only have 2 heroes for the mid lane.
This leaves the sniper alone. Okay, he pushed out the wave. Skydalicious knows what's up. He used the shrapnel to make sure that the wave will be going away. Very, very nice move there, knowing that his teammates are going to be showing in the mid lane.
Still living in mid is Lucify, sapping some of that experience away from JG. Where is our Lina currently? Valky's jungle farming. Falcon Blade into BKB.
He's gonna wait to see the Doom on some other lane, and then he will come back to the mid lane. Valky, the Doom, the Mars. You don't really want to stay in the lane if both the Mars and if the Mirana is missing and the Mars is there. So Valky just waiting to see a rotation, and then he will come back. It's just way too dangerous there right now.
Fearless some time ago was able to force out the tombstone from Hated. Meanwhile, Moody does get killed, and they will use the snowball simultaneously. TP's coming in. There's going to be 4 versus 2. Fearless, he had to back away. Well, he kind of walked in just to die. Seimei will be able to get out. They do cancel one of the teleports. That is the Pango, who decides to stay in bottom. And a kill for Atomic.
Way too tanky on the sniper. The early levels of the sniper make him very strong, and it's just impossible to fight him at that point. So you have to be careful how you engage on him. You have to be absolutely certain that you're killing him in the first couple of seconds of the engagement, because later on you're just gonna die. The shrapnel is too strong of a spell to play against, especially now when it's level 3.
I think we're gonna get a lot out of the Slark this game. KDB probably not too happy with how the Terrorblade game ended up being. Now he's off to a very, very good start. He's also got this Echo Saber coming up in just a matter of moments.
Slark is really a timing-based hero. If you're keeping
is.
ahead of your opponents, that's great. So it comes down to it. If he can continue to ramp up this farm and get his axe before there are multiple force staffs. If there are multiple force staffs, even if you get an axe, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So it's now time for Neon.Atomic to start to slow him down.
Yep, and exactly that. Perfect call. Smoke up towards the jungle. KDB to be spotted first. Lucify. JG, they see where he is, but they went left. Slark was right. Has his ulti as well. He's just going to juke around in the trees. He's done this before. Already broke the ankles of Seri once. Connection is there. He still has his ulti. Fearless. Where's the backup? Is anybody coming to save them? This is a pretty mean battle that they have. There's a sniper and an Undying also taking a decent amount of damage. The sniper was being fought in the top lane, but he forces away the Tusk. And at the same time, Fearless and KDB will end up falling. No rescue.
This is the thing.
They got the mid
Purple
tower.
Paradox. Yeah, Purple Paradox. They put the mid tower ahead of the life of their Slark. I don't know if it's the right choice, but when it was made though, Slark needed to start running away. It looked to me like KDB could easily disengage from this fight, but he decided to stay in fight, given that he was juking the enemies quite a lot. But at some point they will overwhelm you, and that's exactly what happened in the bottom lane, and you still lose a tower. So I think Neon.Atomic aren't going to be too mad about the mid lane tower falling, because Purple Paradox in this game, it's not like they have a Tiny or a Mars with a blink that is going to be capitalizing on it too much. So Neon.Atomic will be fine with losing it this early.
Potentially, yeah. What do you think about the support situation for Purple Paradox, though? They're both supports at level 5. No ultis.
Well, I mean, these are somewhat greedy supports up until level 6, so there has to come a point in the game when you are gonna let them have a lane, and we're seeing Doom now being allowed to go towards this level 6. So you'll get there, but it's not ideal that you're lacking experience that much.
Second tower kill going the way of Purple Paradox. They're going to lose their Doom in the mid lane, though. TP coming in from Saymake. Does get the snowball. Does connect onto Hate It. Hate It with a flush golem. Scottylicious with the side tusk, but has just sold his own soul to the enemy. As he does, he teleported to die. And Scottylicious, he gives him the tip.
Yep, beautiful move from Skydylicious. This is the thing, Sniper is very strong early on. You need to use this timing if you want the hero to work. Assist your team when you can. And if they take this mid tower down, it's pretty much not going to matter that they lost their own. It's looking like it.
Gotta live on the edge. You gotta make the plays happen and work. And Mars has just bought a Blink Dagger. He's somewhat low on mana, only halfway. But they could potentially make something happen with this JG Blink rotation. Might as well just invade the jungle. Their supports are moving towards bottom, though.
Big mobility items are coming for Neon too. So the blink on the Mars, as you mentioned, Marana will be finishing up the 4th staff very soon.
Oh. Looks like he's not even gonna get his blink, so he just leaves his courier in the tree line. Not gonna reveal that he has a blink dagger. Seimei gets a revenge kill. Last time he snowballed in to die. This time he snowballs in to kill.
And they'll go for a smoke as well. They saw the sniper on their own vision in the enemy jungle, and you want to catch him. Still, it's not an easy kill with the 2 of them. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Maybe with the global silence.
They have Marana's Moonlight Shadow too, so you're gonna have to live with one lone sentry. Moody, smoke has popped. Seimei as well. Scottylicious right there. They popped the sentry. They found him. And now they need to get to the rescue of the sniper. He's already down to 500, 400 HP. Nice intervention. Beautiful connection from Atomic. And this will take down both of the gankers. Scottylicious, life intact.
It took way too much time. They went for a smoke. Maybe if they caught him there on the big camp, you could think you can get a kill. But in the mid lane, when you have been in a smoke for such a long time, it's almost never gonna work. Especially with the sniper being so farmed and so tanky. I mean, 15 armor, 1200 HP, plus he had the infused raindrops. He was never gonna die there.
Well, they did get close to it. Needed a couple more tag team punches to finish off the job. But yeah, it does come down to seconds. Another maybe attempt. Seimei? Not really. They do have a smoke on Fearless. They spot JG in the mid lane. Tusk is actually level 6 without Doom. He's just gonna max out Devour, I guess.
Seems like it. He
What does he
doesn't want
level
to
up
get the
next?
Doom, because he's gonna get the blink.
No, I mean, he should be leveling up Doom already. I'm just curiously watching him right now. Like, what does he put the point in? Does he go for something else, maybe?
Has to be, because he has the blink. There's no doubt about it. Ideally, he would like to find the centaur right now so that he has the stun, but currently there are none in his jungle.
Yeah. Looks like he's still gonna hold on to the point for now. And a smoke is coming in from Atomic.
Double damage.
Let's see if they're prepared for it. Fearless is in the jungle right now. They have 2 heroes in top. They have 1 hero in mid. And it is Seimei on the Tusk. Radiant scan, right on point. They can just play it chill. Sari right next to KDB. KDB teleports away. They push the top lane as well with that DD. Lina, top tier 2, takes a lot of damage. And there we have it. The Doom has been leveled up.
Mirana with a 4-staff is a big problem for you. Very, very hard hero to kill. You might even need to pop the Doom for her. Oh, this is good vision for Purple Paradox.
What they can do here, they're going to get the first jump on the Tusk. Seimei is going to get arrowed up. Global silence allows them to turn around. Mars has also been doomed. No Arena. Undying is going to be falling. Seri rolling into the battle. BKB popped by Valky. Valky just right-clicking away. Wants to do as much damage as possible to the Pango. Force him away. Fearless is going to be falling. KDB on the back line, though, will take down Mirana. Mars Doom has run its course. He's got a Blink Dagger up right now, but they've already spread out. KDB spotted. Arena comes out. He can't pounce out, and they missed the spear. The one that they needed to connect needed to hit, but it won't. And KDB right-clicked away by Scotty Licious. Traded 1-for-1. Seri and KDB both falling. It's a 3-for-2 in favor for Purple Paradox.
The second that the Mars got away after being doomed, you needed to have it in the back of your head that he's gonna be coming back. But still, without the sniper now, maybe a re-engagement? Nah, they'll stay away from it. They understood earlier just how tanky the Mars can be, and probably wouldn't have been had enough to take him down.
Yeah, and that was just really good from the Mars as well, because he did get the initiation out. They're going to cancel Seimei's teleport. What the heck is he doing here? You're in the wrong place, buddy.
He missed the shards. JG blinked away from the shards, and then he got a little bit too deep. The idea was if he had hit the shards, JG would get low. He wouldn't be able to blink out. You come in with the snowball, and you maybe get a kill, or you probably get a kill and maybe even get out. But with the fast fingers of JG, it was certain that you are the only one that's gonna die.
It can happen from time to time. Small mistake leads into your own demise. 18-minute action rune, regen. Be taken away by JG into his bottle. Fearless rolling in with a 4-staff stun there. He was 4-staffed in by their opponents into a war stomp, but they weren't actually able to kill him either. The arrow missed too.
Still, this is the big timings for both teams. You have the Aghanims on the Slark, but the thing is, Neon.Atomic have 2 4-staffs. It just comes down to vision right now. The ones who have better vision inside of a fight will probably be coming out on top. And currently, it's Neon.Atomic because they see exactly where Purple Paradox are.
And they know exactly what they want to do as well. Lina going to get jumped on the back line. Doom going to be interrupting them as well. Global Sun is coming out. And they have the Undying in the front line. A lot of damage coming in from KDB. He's used both of his pounce charges. Scotty Licious with the kill on Fearless. Now the run away from the Slark. He's going to go out of this one. Valky tries to teleport home and will be successful with 100 HP.
Okay, the way it started, Purple Paradox should be happy. It could have been the Lina just being arrowed and it's over, but it's still you use the global silence. So now Neon.Atomic, they will want to force a fight in maybe even in an unfavorable part of the map for themselves, because they can. Without the global silence, without the BKB on the Lina, you can just go super aggressive. You're not afraid of the Doom itself.
7-18, just a 2k lead for Atomic, but things are definitely very nuclear right now. As he said, good item timings here. Even for Purple Paradox, the Slark starting to feel the power. Once he has that BKB, he can pretty much do whatever he wants during fights. There's nothing that goes through. And he's hunting for more. He's found the sniper. He's got another pounce. He needs to connect it to keep Scotty Licious on the spot. He's going to get disarmed. Pops his ulti. Going to get speared in the trees as well. Dark Pack will remove it away. Pounces away. He will finish off Hayden and the Tombstone meanwhile.
Nice move from Purple Paradox, understanding that if the enemies run towards them, they'll be losing the fight. So they're the ones that run towards the enemies. They find the Mirana there because of the Slark night vision.
Same is going for him. He's definitely going for him. This is not the first time Seimei is diving under a tower. He's the one to do it this time. Sari pops his Rolling Thunder. Doom is also on the side. Fearless. We'll see him roll away. Sniper has been spotted, but there's a spear coming out at the same time. It is actually going to be onto Moody. And they finish off both of the supports. This fight is kind of breaking loose here. It's a 3 versus 5. Valky turns around for Sari. They pop the arena just to block a couple of more extra projectiles.
Not really needed there from JG, but okay. I guess
there to be more.
He was afraid that his buddy was gonna die. Purple Paradox are doing a good job going in and actually getting their cores out. The bad thing for them is that Lina BKBs are getting lower and Valky isn't really increasing too high in terms of net worth. That is something that could hurt you in the long run, considering you have both the Slark and the Lina. Both of these heroes need a lot of farm, and Lina BKB is kind of the best time to fight, not working out for them perfectly.
Let's see what Atomic can do here. Free time to hit the tower. Forcing out the glyph. Could continue going.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
You can't stay here for too long. Yeah, good time to smoke. Just get away from there as fast as you can, and then from the mid lane you can come to a conclusion where you want to play. While all this is happening, the Slark is pushing the top lane, forcing Neon.Atomic to respond. And yeah, it's gonna be the Mirana best hero because you have good mobility, and actually no one is really gonna be too afraid, because no one is really gonna be wanting to dive you because you're way too hard to catch.
Looking at the Lina up onto that silver edge. This is when you really have to consider, where do we arena? Where do we place it down? Do we just block the projectiles from Lina? Do we fully focus Valky down in fights and then worry about KDB later? Because you kind of have to. But if she's out of reach, or in a position where you just can't do anything to her, or arena into her just BKBing, it's like, well, that's a waste.
You want to block the attacks from Valky. You don't want to die fast here in fights for Neon.Atomic. It sounds weird against the Slark, but if you force out the BKBs of the Lina and the Slark, no matter how many stacks the Slark has, there's nothing you can do.
Oh man, it's out of vision, but it's down to 2k HP. Purple Paradox, they have a Paradox of their own. Which way do we go?
They're in a good position to fight though, even with the enemies having the Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
I will correct myself. It is not a Purple Paradox. It's a Purple Dilemma. Because this Roshan is secured for Atomic onto the Sniper. Scotty Licious, life number 2 gained. Valky will show herself in the lane. See if he can pull the attention towards him.
Very smart Roche from Neon.Atomic, and also a good way to get out of the pit. Usually when getting out of the pit you can't get caught from multiple sides. Their tombstone was expiring as well, so they used the Moonlight Shadow just to get themselves into a bit of a better position. And now they have forced out Purple Paradox towards the bottom part of the map that with the smoke Neon.Atomic can easily take. So it's very tough for Purple Paradox right now to actually get the idea of where to play the game. It's just not easy.
With all these mobility heroes on the side of Purple Paradox, they look so much better than they do in game number 1. Able to hold their ground and have plenty of map control of their own, able to be aggressive and not just the receptors.
This is really big for Purple Paradox. They understood the importance of vision in this game. They bought a gem for a Slark. Moody invested 900 gold. He pretty much doesn't have a single item, but he knew that the wards have to go down. If the Sniper is in a good position, and if he has vision over you, it's always going to be the case, you are going to lose the fight. Plus, you're playing against the Moonlight Shadow, so multiple usages for the gem there.
Stacking up pretty much in the bottom half of the map. They will find one ward. They won't find a second. This is a very cheeky Obs ward here. Difficult to find. Won't expect it to be there. Valky finds Scotty Licious. Chance to pull up the Aegis, but there's a BKB. He'll go for the first target. BKB teleport away. Doesn't want to take the fight.
Still, it's another BKB charge. Now he's down to 6 seconds.
It was
Lina,
already 6. It was already 6.
Okay, then that's.
But that's a
not that
DD
big
rune,
of a-
basically. That kind of hurts.
Trading the towers though isn't bad. Purple Paradox should be happy with it. They know that they're not going to be fighting for the bottom lane. They'll let it go. They'll trade, and the Lina gets a kill. So Valky will be happy with that. Plus, he'll get himself propelled towards the Silver Edge because of it.
Purple Paradox having a field day. The enemy jungle. They did sack their tier 2. Knew they can't fight it without the BKB on the Lina, but Lina has now finished the Silver Edge, and now I see a big power spike for Lina in the damage output. Also almost level 18 where we get the 900 damage Laguna Blade. Sniper though.
Break is big against both the Mars and the Sniper.
Yeah,
Sniper is pretty much not a hero when he gets broken.
Yeah, removing the headshot is big. I'm just all about those mini crits because the attack speed on Lina is just insane.
You just need to protect your teammates. If you're the Mars, you need to protect your teammates with the arena when the Lina pops the BKB and comes out of the Silver Edge. If that happens, then you can easily go for the chase. I think that's probably the game plan or the fight plan that Neon.Atomic are gonna be gunning for. But if you're Purple Paradox, you need to make sure that the Lina doesn't have to pop her BKB early, and that's on the Slark. Slark and the Tusk are gonna be jumping in first to kind of start out the fight and see what's going on there, and then Valky, he needs to find a good opening to get those hits in, because if Lina is allowed to attack for 3-4 seconds in a fight, people are gonna get ripped apart.
Definitely are. It's a bit of a waiting situation. Both teams would like to fight on their own terms, but right now Atomic, guess they're gonna have to risk it a bit and start scouting. Where are the Purple Paradox members? Valky shows herself in mid. That's also the Silver Edge now being revealed. The sound effect onto the Crete Wave. Scotty Licious, 40 seconds on Aegis. Purple Paradox, if they can time it perfectly, they could surprise the Sniper with the Aegis expiring. Let's see what happens here. He's already going to show himself in lane. He wants the force there. Jump me, please. Just kill me right now. I'll come back in full force, and then we'll hammer you down to the ground. Arrow does reveal Seime's location. So's Moody as well. 15 seconds. Still thinking about it, still waiting. They're probably just talking on Roche right now. They're talking, okay, the Aegis is about to expire. Let's go in. 7 seconds. And they are going in. Moonlight Shadow is being popped as well. Smoke on one side. Wards in the lane. Atomic. Wrap around. Aegis expired now. Seime charging in the front. The Tusk wants to find a target to hit, but they just don't have the vision. He's not the vision carrier. It's KDB. Now they see him. Seri pop, and right now jumping in, pounces, goes for the Dark Back as well. Onto Scotty Licious. Sniper being targeted. BKB used. Global Silence comes out as well. Their defenses for the time being, and an Undying will sack his life for this one. Maybe Atomic does get the better edge out of it. They gave away a support. They forced out BKBs. They forced out Global Silences. DDJG charging in. Slark gonna get stunned up as the bounce available. Fearless coming in with the stun. Soaks the arrow, but still the Slark's gonna fall. Valky on the backline goes for Scotty Licious, but Laguna Blade gonna be able to take down Scotty Licious. Now Seri on the run, but the snowball connecting as well. Gonna get stunned and thrown into the air with a Wolver's punch. Seime continues to go, but the gem secured by Luzify as soon as the Pango drops, as they got the gem from the Slark to the Pango. Pango dies. Marana's right there to pick it up instantly. And it's only a 2-for-2 trade. Or it is a 2-for-3 trade. We'll take that.
Yeah. I mean, Sniper getting ahead of himself. Like, oh, the Slark doesn't have a BKB. We can go in. The thing is, Lina is your main issue. The Lina is the one you cannot allow to get on top of you. If the Slark does, you can still escape. He needs a lot of time to kill you. But Lina kills you in just a couple of seconds. And I think Sniper, after this situation, is never gonna be forcing himself in. Even against the Lina, you have to hold on to that Hurricane Pike. And he might even decide to go for a shard, or maybe is relying on the Roche to get it, because the disarm on the Lina really would make a difference.
It definitely would. They need to keep this Lina in check. And Valky just found herself in a prime position to dish out damage. We saw the effect of that Laguna Blade, taking almost half of the Sniper's HP pool. They're smoking up again. Global in 30.
They just want to make sure that they're not the ones getting jumped now. Though they are gonna be running into the enemy vision yet again, so not ideal for Purple Paradox.
Yeah, Seimei has a hunch and actually gets the jump on JG, keeps him away on the sideline. Sniper in trouble, Fearless getting stunned. Moody can't get there. KDB wants to get the jump fights out as well, but Valky can't get close enough. Seimei's gonna fall with the BKB used. Atomic just isolated them. Lina was way too late for the fight.
Yeah, for sure. And
Why were
Sniper
they
not
so
really-
spread?
Why did they go for it? That's my question. You're going up the high ground with no one showing on the map. You know you're up against the sniper and you don't see him and you're still running on the high ground. So I think that was the main problem. Maybe they thought that the speed itself at which they're coming might catch Neon.Atomic off guard, but no, they've been protecting this ward, and for a good reason. Roche is gonna spawn soon. Both of the teams still have a gem, so you need to make sure that you're holding that high ground for a long time, especially with the bottom lane being pretty much even. There's no reason for you to move. So Purple Paradox, they thought they had it with the speed, but obviously didn't.
Yeah, that's one thing to mention, which is definitely the speed of the fight. Like, if they decide to go high ground like that, where Seimei seems to be very trigger happy. He's been this entire series very optimistic about, I will go in, I see an opportunity, I'm trusting my teammates to be there, but they weren't. So he was all by himself. They got to do a bit of damage out there. And Lina was probably somewhere like at the bottom of the stairs here. Like, I'm really like, why is Lina that far away when your Tusk is focusing one target on the low ground? You've got your Doom, who's like, I found the sniper, and he blink stuns. And it's like, where are you guys? I have Slark here. Where's the Lina?
Okay.
Even if everyone was on top of the sniper, but Lina wasn't there, you still don't kill him. That is the main issue. So Valky needs to be aware of that. But on the other hand, he's also the one that needs to push in the lanes the most. So his team might need to pay attention to his positioning as well, because it's not going to be the easiest to communicate every single time for Valky exactly where he is.
And I feel like Valky should just be with the team, considering she's still got that BKB, even if it is just to get out of the Mars arena. You can just force it out and start dishing damage right where you are. Go to Scottylicious. I guess you want to have a surprise element and come from the side, but these wraparounds, they cost a lot of time, and time is precious. Time is trademarked.
What's also precious is the equilibrium on the bottom lane, and it is going towards the base of Purple Paradox right now. So someone will have to deal with that. Given a chance to Neon.Atomic, now is the perfect time to go for a smoke, get a little bit more of map control around the pit before the Roche does spawn.
Mars also has a refresher, so double arena. Even though that's going to cost his entire mana pool to be able to get that. That's a total of 850 mana out of the 900 he has. So he's not allowed to throw a spear. He can use a bonk, thanks to the mana regen. But technically, arena refresher, and then have another one.
He's relying on sticks. I think that's gonna be a big thing. You want the magic
Zero
wand
stick
to
charges.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
DD.
a 5 versus 5 fight, you'll get it.
Oh, Scotty DD with a Daedalus. Oh, KDB takes it away, but he might just die. Gets his ulti off just in time, and JG instantly refreshers. Oh, how big that would have been, but KDB just there on time.
That was a bit slow from Neon.Atomic though. They pushed out the bottom lane, and then they just hanged around in their big jungle for quite some time, staying under the ward. And are we gonna go? Are we not? And in those kind of indecisive moments, these kind of things can happen. For me, it was dangerous for them even to try to go for that DD, let alone so slow. So I think they should be happy it didn't go any worse for them.
That should be a tower. Roshan is spawning right now. This could be a tier 2 for Roche. Neon.Atomic, well, perfectly timed as well. Damn. Literally just spawned as they walked into the pit. So
They know what they're doing.
Purple Paradox will not have any idea about this. They will take the tier 2. That is another Aegis. That's a shard as well that gives the concussive concussion grenade. concussive grenade for the
That's big.
sniper.
Because you pop the BKB, you can't really be forced. You can force yourself. But with the concussive grenade, you have two ways to move yourself away from the Lina, especially. Lina, once she gets on top of the sniper, she's popping the BKB. Now he has two mobility items, or one of them is a spell, to get himself away from the Lina. And that can reset the fight. If the fight is reset, Neon.Atomic are going to be super happy. So this is actually a really big deal. Of course, the Aegis currently is going to be a bigger deal. But if you get wiped and the sniper is left alone, he's going to die again. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure. Valky on the hunt.
Radiant's top tower
Regen just stolen in front of her eyes. No bottle for you.
If there was a sentry there, we would be looking at a dead Lina right now, but no one, the gem wasn't close, and they didn't have a sentry a little bit more out of the Roche pit. They just wanted to protect the pit and didn't really put it anywhere closer to the mid lane.
And this Undying Wraith Pact will do wonders. If it's well positioned, can allow the sniper to live a bit longer. Purple Paradox, they're coming to defense. They've lost the tier 2. But they might still win the fight. They're coming in from the right side. Valky's so far away against Scotty. Vicious has been found. Same going to be jumping on the top of him. And a beautiful jump of the backline as well. Two-man stun. Pango's going to be falling. Doomed up as well with the global silence. They're going to be looking for the sniper for the first kill. One more hit to go, but the heal comes out. And may be able to teleport away. No! Denied! Valky gets the LSA stun. And Neon.Atomic, you have been demolished.
No Mirana there. Mirana is usually the one that you would like to break the smokes, and no one being on the high ground there to create some kind of space for the sniper to get out. That is a bit weird. And now you have such a huge timing to go for a push, and considering there's only one outer tower left, this could be a tier 3 for Purple Paradox. Sniper no buyback, and even if he had it, I mean, you're not going to be using it for a tier 3.
Lina never BKB'd. I'd say this is Rax.
Could be. Okay, Sniper now has a buyback.
Mid is pushed in. Top is pushed in. Bottom is also, well, starting to push out, but Seimei is already there. And Valky's on the tier 3.
And even if you don't get the Raxes, you're setting yourself up for the next fight with all the lanes being pushed in.
There's a BKB. Oh, the Rolling Thunder and the Arrow. They don't quite connect. Can't lock down Seri. 15 seconds. Sniper's going to be back up the tier 3 tower. About to fall. The disarm just in time. An Arrow. Oh, alright. Tickling the cloak of Lina. So they don't get a lane of Rax. But they did get every lane to push in. And they've got themselves a bit of time to farm out. 8,000 gold lead for Purple Paradox.
Lina lost a lot of mana there from the Pango. That is the biggest issue. Without the mana, this hero just doesn't do too much. Sure, you're relying on your right clicks, but you still need the Fiery Soul to stack up. Okay, luckily they found the Arcane Rune, so Valky is capable of fighting.
Yeah, that could also be a pretty deadly Laguna. 35-second cooldown. Might be able to use it in 2 separate instances. One for the fight, the second for the second follow-up. Atomic leading the base. Purple Paradox holding onto the triangle position. Arrow scouting out. Doesn't quite spot Moody. Falls a bit short. They see Seri in the base. They see JG defending bottom. So they see the Mars isn't there. Can they? No, they're not going to get there in time. They were thinking about...
The game has come to a point where everything is centered around the sniper. You have to protect him. You have to protect him with everything you got. Don't go for a kill if it means that you're leaving the sniper stranded. That has to be the approach from Neon.Atomic, or they're gonna lose every single fight.
Every last bit of information being used here. The Arcane Rune has run its course on the Lina. They did smoke up on Atomic under their own vision as well. There's a good lane ward placed down. Another scouting arrow. Fearless is going to catch the silencer. They found where the enemy is. JG is still defending the base. Just by throwing spears. Burning down the ground. And now they're going to go again. This time they're closer. This time they're ready. Smoke has run out. KDB on the low ground. Spotted under the ward. Pounce in. He's found hated. Tombstone also placed down.
Good Tombstone.
The global silence coming out as well. Seimei Looking for the sniper. Sniper getting some damage out. He hits a zombie with the walrus punch, but he gets the kick, and the sniper has the BKB. Valky right next to Valky has no stacks. He doesn't have the attack speed. Lucify gonna go back to the high ground. LSA stun to locate the tombstone. They need to get rid of it. And now Atomic refresher has been used. They need a mango on the Mars. Mars able to go and blink. Look at that arena on 3. This is huge. Maybe they can turn it around. Same with a snowball. Doom coming out as well, trying to focus down the sniper, but it ain't gonna be enough, and it's gonna be Atomic this time. You got demolished in the last team fight, but hey, if they get Valky here, which they will, it's gonna be Neon.Atomic with the team wipe.
Not losing a single hero. Seri
Flawless.
and Hated and Seri, the ones who won this fight for them. Seri going into the backline, forcing the global silence. And Slark had the right idea. Let's force the fight here. But as soon as the tombstone got up there and the rolling thunder was used, you need to get out. They thought for a second they caught the sniper, but here's the deal. You have the concussive grenade, you have the hurricane pike, and they did everything in their power, every single hero of Neon.Atomic, to get the sniper out. And at that point, Purple Paradox were way too deep. They thought they needed to assist the Slark. He could have possibly escaped on his own, but them coming to help, it just ended up in all of them dying. So Neon.Atomic, very nice setup there around the ward. Even though Purple Paradox found the timing to engage, it just wasn't good enough.
So instead of losing racks on the dire side of the map, it's gonna be a top lane of racks for Neon.Atomic to take away from Purple Paradox. Doom just gonna get blown up. Not a chance for him to survive here. They might actually keep the racks intact. A tier 3 will fall nevertheless. Tombstone in the base. KDV wants to take it down. JG thinking about it. Has blink available. Could go. Same A actually tried to get close enough with the blink, but not quite enough. That is actually a melee Rex now to fall. Atomic, they've done the damage.
Ideally, they want to take the mid lane tower as well, because without the outer towers, Purple Paradox, their usage of the Aghanim Scepter of the Tusk, it's gonna be hard to make it work. So you now have no towers to play around, and the kick just isn't that big of a deal.
Same A.
He saw the Lincolns and he knew.
Oh, he froze for like half a second, like just standing there right next to the sniper, like, hello. He did absolutely nothing. It's just still.
You thought, okay, I got him, but when you saw the Lincoln Sphere, you're like, I don't have him. He's panicking, and in his head, he's trying to find a solution. And the best one was there, just run away, run as fast as you can.
Oh man. Neon.Atomic, net worth lead for the first time this game. They were on the back end. They were on the back foot for quite some time.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
It just came down to the positioning and the way you fight. I don't think either of the teams here is ever gonna be on the back foot and get from just the gold lead, because the gold lead needs to be massive for it to be determining the one who wins the fight.
Yeah, you gotta throw dollars at them. Take my money. Scotty Licious with his MLS will find KDV. KDV takes some big hits.
Arrow and Valky.
They don't know it's the Lina though.
If they did, it would have been a disaster.
If that was Valky not in smoke or not in a silver edge and seen in plain daylight, whatever. You know what I'm saying here. It would have been a go-to signal.
The thing is, even
same again. He's done the same move again, but the Lincolns on Marana.
Is this a BM pause?
Is this a BM pause?
They're gonna say
well,
and we're gonna cross. Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is.
Please, heck, stop.
Honestly, I feel like writing in chat and just saying, well, you did try. But there's a chance he might still live. The Hex is gonna run out in about 2-ish seconds. He's got a BKB available. Marana could just arrow though.
He's dead, Panda. He's dead 100%. He's dying in like 3 seconds right now.
They're not too far away. They have global silence, man.
Let's see. If you pop it now.
And Mars, with this very interesting item build, has no BKB. So if you use global now and he refreshes, he has no spells. He's forming the arena currently. So Tusk is going to be stuck there for a while. The spear is going to come out. Scotty's going to be right-clicking. But KDB, both pounces available. Valky, able to get in close. BKB available.
You need to jump on the sniper. You need to jump on the sniper to prevent him from doing the damage. If you're just jumping on the other ones, you're all going to get destroyed. The Tusk first.
Let's see what the Pango does. He has Blink available, but the Rolling Thunder just started. He could just jump the Slark. But if he does instantly jump the Slark, he's not going to hit the other heroes. So let's see if he goes in right away. The unpause is coming out. The Tusk is going to be initiated on. He's going to survive for now. He's still living. They're going to jump on Scotty Licious. He's stunned up. He's doomed as well, despite the Lotus. And they're stacking on top of him. Scotty Licious going down. He's going to instantly buy back. Return to the fight. Hater's going to be falling as well. Tusk did end up dying. Oh, Slark caught the arrow. Running about it, another stun following up as well. Moody in trouble. KDB, here comes Scotty Licious. Disarm from the Pango. What you gonna do when you can't do anything? Pango rescues with that lucky shot proc. Disarm on the Lina. Standing still. Sniper free hits. Take this, take that, take that. Pew, pew, pew. Ho ho, ha ha. And forces out the buyback.
That boss had Purple Paradox so much, they got an idea how to play. Slark goes in, saves the Tusk with the Depth Shroud, and the rest of them all run towards the Sniper. So there's no damage coming out from the Sniper onto the Tusk, obviously, and then once he gets doomed, it's just a big problem. So Purple Paradox...
It's not over yet. They're going to go again. Fearless with the blink and stun. Scotty Licious, if he survives the force staff onto the high ground, Fearless going to be falling. Slark has already used his ulti. Now it's just down to seconds. It's just down to a matter of time. Seri going to go with the blink in. Gets the stun on two. Controlling the Lina. Lina going for a couple of right clicks, but they've lost the Slark. Slark could buy back as well. Scotty Licious in the front, getting a couple hits onto Valky. Valky going in with his Fearless again with the blink stun. They need to make it work. Global Silence coming in as well. Doom is taking a couple of hits, but Scotty Licious, he's out of there. The Sniper is gone. They forced buybacks on both the cores. They will not lose heroes, and Roche is alive.
Oh boy.
See, they have that
boy.
There. Purple Paradox, they need to fight this one. They have no buybacks. With the Sniper having the Aegis, just standing his ground, it's gonna be very, very tough to defend your base. So they're not leaving their base fast enough. This is gonna be a free Roche.
Very free Roche. Another Aegis for Scotty. There's a cheese as well. There is a refresher shard. Make that 3 arenas for the Mars, and the cheese on the Undying. Yeah, I don't see a way to come back from this, but it's possible. It's somehow possible. You got to dive deep into your pockets and look for that opportunity and that possibility.
It has to be on the mid lane. It has to be on the mid lane push, because that's where the Tusk kick does come into play. That is the one that you are relying on. And maybe catching them off guard, but I think that's way too risky to fight in the mid lane right now for Purple Paradox.
Full on smoke right outside of the base. Purple Paradox sitting on the side. What can Atomic do? Refresher up in 15 on the Mars. That will be the triple arena. Valky on the side, KDB on the side. They see the Lina now. Seri rolling up, loading up the Rolling Thunder at least. Valky, they do have their own sentry in there. Seri is the one with the gem. Valky shows with the creep wave. They see the Lina quickly there. Seri blinking in, and Valky staying on the side. Global Silence, but where's your initiation? Fearless needs help. Fearless is about to die back, and that is going to be a sack, dude. He's dead. He's gone. He ain't coming back for 100.
Yeah. Also, Panda, I don't know if you saw the change. The Refresher Shard now shares the cooldown with the Refresher Orb, so they gave the shard to the Undying for the double tombstone in this fight.
It is actually a good point, but still doesn't seem to change the story at all. Snowball comes out, Lotus Orb. That's going to put Sniper into a snowball. Same A, can't find the target to hit. Seri in the front, JG coming in as well. That's one arena, gets a second one ready. They've got Lina being controlled. Pango doing a lot of work. Same A with the buyback. KDB getting disarmed, and Lina gone. That's game. GG. Neon.Atomic. They will get their first series victory at the BTS Pro Series, 2-0ing one of the top teams, Purple Paradox.
I think if there was no pause there, that Neon.Atomic even win this one earlier, because Purple Paradox, that one fight they play perfectly. But the thing is, in these high stress situations, you don't know what to do, because the Pango is rolling on you, you have the Rena on you, the sniper is in the back line, you don't know if you should save your teammates, who's gonna do what. It's very hard to communicate things like that when chaos ensues. But Purple Paradox, when they had the pause, they did it. Right now, when there is no pause, just no way to do it. The Scatalicious, man, his performance in this game, this entire series has been on point. That buyback on the sniper and him TPing into a very aggressive position, knowing that he can definitely go for the enemies, knowing that he still has the BKB and can fight them. That was just the biggest point in the game. He comes from the side, he sandwiches the enemies, and if they try to run, it's going to be going towards a sniper, and running away from a sniper with this much lockdown on his team, it's just going to be impossible. So Neon.Atomic, very good draft, very good execution, good movements around the map, and they understood what they needed for victory, and that was vision. It wasn't gold, they didn't need to farm. They even gave away a couple of minutes in this game, even more than that, allowing the enemies to take more farm, because they knew it's about positioning, it's about how we fight. If we do it properly, we're gonna win.
You can hear from the tone of Harry how excited he is about this game of Dota, how many cool things happened in this one, and for sure it was Atomic first series victory here at BTS Pro Series. Purple Paradox, who had only wins and ties so far, their first 0-2. That's going to hurt their optimism a bit here as well, because it felt like this game could have been theirs to win, could have been, but with all these things that we've kind of summed up here, lined up what we've seen on our screens, Neon.Atomic very ready for today, especially with that first game that they played out. They were definitely ready. A full Purple Paradox, maybe a couple mistakes here and there did cost them actually quite a lot. But game 2, very solid performance, very solid heroes. Anyway, ladies and gents, this is our first series that is closed out. We've got 3 more to go. It's not a 3-series day, it's a 4-series day. So we'll be back after the break for the next one. Stay tuned for more here with T-Panda and Harry Freak.